Wait, before you fall, before you catch feelings, and before you start planning their last name with yours, can I ask you something? Are you being led by clarity or by chemistry? Are you being led by feelings? Are you being led by your emotions? I'm asking because every connection is divine. Yes, every connection on earth is divine. Some are distractions that are dressed in "have you eaten" texts or "good morning, my love" texts. It is sad because many smart and purpose driven people lose their fire because they are busy chasing butterflies. There is a pastor that always say that butterflies don't last long, they don't live long. So if you keep chasing butterfly, you're going to lose your fire, you're going to veer off purpose and find yourself inside somewhere that you didn't expect yourself to be. This is not a guard your heart sermon or a be careful sermon. It is a think twice moment. The moment where you have to take a break, think again, rethink again before you go into that relationship, before you catch that feeling. Because catching feeling without conviction can cost you more than a heartbreak. It can cost you your peace, it can cost you your purpose, and it can cost you your clarity. And that is something you don't want for yourself. Hello, family. Hello, people. I am Praise God, your big sister on this journey of singleness, purity, and purpose. And today we are going to talk about how to navigate romantic relationships with wisdom, navigate romantic relationship with discernment, navigate romantic relationship with both eyes open, not half closed. Because the right relationship, it won't just excite you, it will rather edify you. Are you ready? Let's go. Feelings are very beautiful, feelings are real, but the truth is that they can be flimsy. Feelings is not something that you have to bank your future on because they can be flimsy, they can easily change. And when it's all that you're leaning on, just when you know that it can fall easily like a pack of cards. Yes, that's why I said that it's very flimsy because it can always change, it can change immediately. So you can't lean your life or lean your purpose on feelings. Just because you feel connected to somebody does not mean that you're called to be connected. Just because you feel a kind of attraction to somebody does not mean that you are really meant to be in a relationship with that person. Yes. So you ask yourself, is there clarity behind this connection? This connection, is it clear? This connection, what is it all about? Where is it headed to? Is there love in this relationship? Do they love Jesus? Or they just love that you love Jesus? Because there are some people that they like that you're a Christian, they like that you love Jesus, but they themselves don't love Jesus. So these are the questions you will ask yourself before you go into the relationship, before you start catching that feeling. Also ask yourself, am I emotionally available or am I just emotionally vulnerable? Yes, these are the questions you have to ask yourself before you start falling for that person, before you start falling for that guy, before you start falling for that lady. I know what it feels like to be seen and still not safe. What it feels like, this person is seeing you, but you're not safe in that relationship. I know what it feels like. So don't mistake chemistry for confirmation. Don't mistake chemistry for confirmation. Yes. Have you ever caught feelings for somebody or you caught the feelings too fast that the feelings were either they were not reciprocated or they ended up hitting the rocks? If you had such a thing, type "been there" in the chat. Yeah, so that we will chat there and communicate. So you're allowed to feel, you're allowed to have feelings, but don't let your feelings lead you. Don't let your feelings be the compass. Don't let your feelings should take the back seat. Don't allow your feelings to lead you. Feelings are flimsy, remember. Feelings are flimsy, they are not strong. It's not something that you have to bank on. It's important for you to define your relationship early. If you've not watched the video where I talked about how to define relationships, I'm going to add it somewhere in this video so you can easily have access to it. So you define your relationship early. Even before you define a relationship with somebody, define it with yourself. Ask yourself, okay, what is this relationship? What do I think this relationship is? Where do I think this relationship is going to? That is before you can now towards asking what the relationship is with the person you're with. Ask yourself, what are my non-negotiables? What are those things that I can't take, I can't stand? If you don't know your non-negotiables up till now, get your non-negotiables before you think about going to a relationship. Ask yourself, do I even want a relationship, or I just want to have a feeling of relationship, or I'm just lonely? Or you ask yourself, is this interest we are talking about, is it mutual or is it just one-sided? Is it just me? These are the ways you can define the relationship with yourself first before going to define a relationship with the person you're in relationship with. Why it's necessary for you to define your relationship is that unclear intentions leads to unnecessary heartbreak. And I don't want heartbreak for you because you are very blessed. You have something great to achieve. And heartbreak is one thing that will derail you. You can't build a kingdom relationship on wishful thinking or vague vibes. Wishful thinking, thinking that you're not sure of. You can't build kingdom relationship on such kind of thinking or such kind of vague vibes, vibes that are not clear. So you start with self-honesty before you start texting daily. So ask yourself, okay, this person I'm speaking with, this person I'm in a talking stage with, what is the relationship? What is it all about? Am I in this relationship alone? Or am I really in relationship with this person? So these are the ways you can define your relationship before you catch that feeling, before you fall into that love that is easy for you to fall into. So now let's talk about purity. Purity is not just about sex. It's emotional, it is mental, and it is spiritual. It's deeper than just saying no. It is deeper. It's not about suppressing desires or suppressing feelings. It's just about surrendering to a bigger vision, surrendering to something bigger than you. That is what purity is all about. That is the anchor of purity. Now, the question you should ask yourself now is, can I honor God and still be attracted to this person? This my attraction to this person now, is it honoring to God? Can I set boundaries and still build connection with this person? Because there are some people that you're connection with, but you can't build your boundaries. So ask yourself, can I build boundaries and still maintain connection with this person? Also ask yourself, can I walk away from this relationship if it threatens my peace and threatens my purpose? These are the questions you should ask yourself before you now give in to that relationship. Think of purity like power. Think of purity as it's not what you're giving up or what I'm giving up. It is who I am becoming. That is one thing with purity. Purity is who you're becoming. It's not what you are giving up. We've talked about purity, how purity should be one of the leading forces or one of the things you should bear in mind before you catch feelings. Now, going further, stop adding glitters to red flags because they are not meant to be decorated. Red flags are not meant to be decorated. Red flags is a warning, and as a warning, something that you should stay clear of, something that you should run far away from. A controlling partner is not just protective. The person is controlling. The person is not protective. There's a difference between being protective and a difference between being controlling. A passive partner is not shy. Somebody that is not interested in what you're doing or where you are or things about you. The person is not shy. The person is just passive. And the lack of spiritual leadership in a relationship is not just work in progress. It is what it is. It is a lack of spiritual leadership. So if something that you're seeing in a relationship, if behaviors that you're seeing in a relationship, if it's confusing you more than it gives you clarity, it is not alignment. If some kind of behaviors you're seeing, you wonder, where is this coming from? Where is this hinged on? What is the rationale behind this? If it confuses you more than it clarifies you, it is not alignment. Yes, because God is not an author of confusion. God is not an author of confusion. God will make, if it's something that He is in, if it's a relationship that He's aware of, if it's a relationship that He's part of, He's not going to come with confusion. He's going to come with clarity. Whenever you're in any relationship, before you catch feeling, ask yourself, this relationship I am in, can I grow in it without shrinking? Can I grow in this relationship without losing myself? Is my peace increasing or is my peace evaporating in this relationship? Because there are some people that when they get into the relationship, the peace they had when they were coming in, they'll just be a shadow of themselves. So these are the things you ask yourself. Also ask yourself, okay, these feelings that I'm seeing, these behaviors that I'm seeing, what does it mean? Is this something I should go on with? What is one red flag that you now know that you can't ignore in a relationship? Put it in the comment section. Now let me tell you this liberating truth. You're not created to be somebody's emotional rehab center or somebody's emotional rebound. You are created to reflect God's love, to partner in purpose. So if that partnership you're in with that person is not gearing towards purpose, it's time for you to, hold yourself back from catching feelings. So wholeness is not about perfection, no. Rather, it's about awareness, about knowing who you are, what you carry, what you are expected to do. That's what wholeness is all about. And the right relationship is not going to shrink your values or make you to abandon your convictions or make you to work harder to feel worthy. The right relationship will rather amplify your values, amplify the thing that you have. And the only way you can have a right relationship is when you go into that relationship whole, When you go into that relationship complete, when you go into that relationship with a mindset that you're complete, always bear in mind that true love sees you, true love covers you, true love honors you. Why? Because it is rooted in God. It is rooted in Christ's kind of love. So, my darling, before you catch feelings, before you catch that feeling or you allow your feelings to be caught, pause, ask the right questions, check your heart, check your peace. Above all, guard your purpose because your future depends on it. Your future depends on your purpose. So before you fall into love, before you fall in love, ask questions, ask the right questions, check yourself, guard your purpose, ask yourself, okay, this person I'm going into a relationship with, do we align? Do we have similar purpose? Because you deserve more than cute texts and chemistry. You deserve more than, okay, what are you going to eat today? You deserve more than that. You deserve clarity. You deserve wholeness and all the love that mirrors God. All the love that mirrors the kind of love that God shows, or that kind of love that God gives. So if this video spoke to your heart, if this video stirred up something in you, if this video corrected something in you, don't miss my next video, because in that video we'll be unpacking one game-changing truth about Christian dating, about Christian relationship, and you don't want to miss it. So drop a comment below. What is one thing that you wish you knew before catching feelings? What is one thing that you wish you understood before catching feelings? I will be reading and replying. So if this video resonated with you, consider dropping a like, subscribe, and share this video with someone that you know that is on the edge of a situationship, somebody that you know will need this video. So until next time, remember that love is beautiful, but purpose is eternal and more important. See you in my next video. Bye.